Train Nation. Maybe a better way to do that. Yeah. Little specks of dirt never hurt nobody. Beers in the saddle. Zach, you know what's up, brother. Yeah, I think I still have to. I got to grab my bow. Hang on. I'm slacking. Let's do this first, I guess. We're getting after it tonight, guys. I am 20 feet up in a tree. And we're going to shoot a little bit. Because why not, you know? The important thing is, it was pretty hot today. So we got to make sure we stay hydrated, guys. So cheers to everybody. Thanks for hopping on. I got a deer target right, where is it? Right there. I got another target out a little bit further. We're going to get after it. If you guys want me to move the camera around, I can kind of do that. Zach, I haven't shot the bow in months. I mean, it's legitimately been like 3 months since the end of hunting season. And I shot it yesterday and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. Something about recurves is just awesome. So let's just get after it, you know? Let's just do it. I might be in the way here. Hang on. I'm going to move you guys back over here. Hey, we are roped in. Careful is my middle name, I think. Or it's Peter. I'm not sure, but we're going to be okay. Woo! That deer is smoked, baby. She is smoked. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Right in there. Excuse the spray paint. I had to do a little repair tonight. I wasn't quite prepared, but it's all right. So I went fishing today. I caught like, I don't know, 20-ish fish. And I just can't wait for hunting season, guys. I don't know what it is. Woo! That's 2 smokes. We're gonna have to slow down though. I got a ton of arrows. I don't know if you guys can see my setup or not. Here. Yeah. Let me zoom out for everybody. Thanks everybody for hopping on. We're getting drunk in the tree. We're shooting some bows. What is up? What is up? Pain Train Nation. I got my arrows over here. Got a nifty beer holder. We're just getting after it, guys. I don't know what you guys are up to, but this gonna be a rockin' Wednesday night here. Look, the important thing is that you practice how you're gonna hunt, right? Everybody can agree on that. I got my gloves on because I normally hunt with gloves on, and I got a beer in my hand. And that's all that needs to be said. Zach, I agree with you, and it's almost time to start growing it out, brother. It's almost that time. I think August. It's probably August 1st again, but I got to look at the schedule for next year. But that's when hunting season will commence. Fishing and hunting outdoors. What's up? Thanks for hopping on. We are drinking beers and shooting deers. That's our deer right there. Shoo! We're crushing it. That's an absolutely dead deer. For not shooting in months, I love it. I'll take that any day of the week. My arm's feeling a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see I'm getting a little red spot. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. And when I get a chance, I'll make sure I sub back to you. So we try to promote everybody here, guys. Just a heads up. All right, so we got a target that's further away. I'm going to move you guys out in front of me. I don't know how well this is going to work. Hang on. Stand by, everybody. Can you see that? You should be able to see that. I'll take a shot at that one. So that one that you're looking at is at about 20 yards. The deer's at about 15. So 20 yards should be pretty much tip on for where I'm aiming. The deer, I aim right for the, right underneath the leg, right where the leg and the belly meet. And that kind of works out, but we'll see about this one. Shoo! We're like dead center. I don't have an exact spot I was aiming for, just center mass. Yeah, fishing and hunting outdoors. Where are you guys from, fishing? I don't know what else to call you. If you give me a name, I'll make sure I call you by your actual name. Oh, Zach, I ran out of Modelo's yesterday. I was celebrating Cinco de Mayo, you know what I mean? In the only way I know how. And call me weird, but I put a lime in my Modelo's, kind of like it's a Corona. All right, Jamie. Well, thanks for tuning in. South Carolina. I like it. We are from Pennsylvania. You'll see me. You might see my partner, Tony. I don't know. It depends on if he feels like hopping on or not. But nevertheless, this is what we do. We drink beers and we kill deers, you know? That being said, I have a lot of arrows to shoot. So let's get after it. These things have seen better days, but that's okay. If you bare shaft tune your arrows, it shouldn't matter. Hello from Jacksonville, Florida. Thanks for tuning on. I appreciate you. We're gonna go for the deer again. Let me move you guys over so you can actually see. Maybe zoom you in a little. You guys want to be zoomed in a little? There we go. That is a solid group. I don't think I could do a better group than that, guys. After not shooting in months, good Lord. Hang on, I'm zooming in for you because you guys got to see this or it didn't happen. All 4 of those arrows are touching. All right, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Trying to zoom out with a glove on is almost impossible. I'm doing the best I can. What is everybody else up to on a rockin', what day is it, Wednesday? Wednesday night. All right, let's see. Scooch on down in here a little bit. Normally when I'm in the saddle, I like to have my knees up against the tree. Kind of gives me that extra stability, but normally I'm not wearing shorts either. Hello from Missouri. Whoo! You got some good deer hunting and good trout fishing out there. Thanks for tuning on. All right, let's do this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, so let me point out, this is where I almost got silly. Look at that tip. That is a 250 grain tip on there. I almost got really silly. It is Wednesday. Look, I've had a couple adult beverages, okay? Don't yell at me. And there's nothing better than hanging from a tree and shooting the bows. So, all right. So we're gonna try this the way I would actually normally shoot a deer. That's gonna get in the way. All right. Hey, we're a little far back on that one. That's not where you want to be when Jesus comes, I'll tell you that. All right. The other part is that I'm drawing about 43 to 45 pounds. So after several shots, I do get tired. Up a little bit. Those honkers are going wild. Shoo. So I don't have my platform. I don't know if you guys can see this, right? I just saw it off this limb because it was leaning and I wanted to get rid of it. So I'm just standing on that. Normally I'd be on my platform, which is a little more stable. Backwoods, what's up, what's up? Yeah, we got all the OGs on tonight. I love it. Let's go. All right. Shoo. All right, so that's 5 arrows touching, one that's not quite in the group. But we're doing really good. I got one more arrow, and it's a chonky boy. Let's see if we can't put that in with the rest of them. And then I have somebody to retrieve arrows for me. What have I been up to? Well, so I've been away at a military school. I was away at Warrant Officer Candidate School for, I don't know, a month, a little more than a month, a little less than a month. I don't know. It just kind of, it's like a bad dream at this point. And then I went right into what do you guys want to call it? I went right into like a military exercise right after that. So I've just been busy like playing soldier for the last how long? I don't know. I'm getting tired of it though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to be shooting the bows and drinking beers with you guys. All right, let's stand up a little bit. All right, can you guys see the deer? Let's do this. Let's do this. That was low. So that's the problem with switching between arrows. That was a low shot and I knew it. If you could retrieve those for me, good sir. But yeah, so this is I'm excited to be back in the tree. Let me tell you, this feels awesome. I'm so excited to be back here. I can't wait. It's what's the date? I don't know what the day is. I don't know. It's May, right? It's sometime in May. I don't know. All I know is hunting season starts in August. I'm ready. Like, fly fishing can only hold me over for so long, and we're just about to get into prime fly fishing, specifically dry fly fishing. But like, this is just this is fantastic. So what is everybody else up to? What are you guys looking forward to? You guys out fishing? You guys out hunting? What are you doing? It's turkey season, isn't it? It is turkey season. I'm pretty sure it's turkey season. I don't turkey hunt though. It is May 7th and it's 8:06 p.m. See, you should have specified. It might be 8:06 a.m. I don't know. All I know is I'm pretty sure it's turkey season, guys. So if you're not out getting after it, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're fly fishing like me. Excuse me. I did upload, like I said, I was playing soldier for the last couple weeks here, right? So if you check out my Instagram, I did upload a video of we were out on the range qualifying, and turkey came out onto the range, some bearded gobblers, and we had to cease fire because of it. So I took a quick video. Now that I'm a warrant officer, I can pretty much do whatever I want, so. Zach, I appreciate that, brother. You can come live with me next time. We can do it together. Hunting Trump. I look at moderators. Can you guys say we don't do anything political here, guys? I don't know why this is such a complicated subject, but we don't do any political stuff. Moderators, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we just don't do that. This is hunting and fishing, other outdoors content. Sometimes we cut up firewood. I got a nice stack. You guys want to see my firewood stack? Check this out. Look at that. Look at that stack of firewood. That's about 2 cords. And we're just going to continue to cut up some firewood. I'm actually really slacking this year. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I just bought a coal stove. Oh, hang on. Which one did you tie it to?
Green one.
They're both green, buddy. Hang on. Okay, never mind. Thank you, good sir.
Yep.
Let's put those back over there. Everybody thank my assistant. That is Big Al, or Al Senior. I say big because he's got a bigger belly than I do currently. But he's hooking me up tonight. He's getting the arrows for me, and I appreciate that. And beers. What did I miss? So here's the problem. Like, I could probably go out and be pretty successful turkey hunting. I just don't want to do it. Like, nothing excites me more than deer hunting, and it's never going to change. I just love deer hunting. Even like fishing right now, it's hard for me to get enthusiastic about fishing because I just love deer hunting so much. Who is that? Govani? What's up? How are you doing? You have over 200 cord? No way. Backwoods, you're lying, dude. Send me a picture. I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit. You're a liar. The only way I could see that is if you own like your own tree cutting business. Like, how do you even stack 200 cords of wood? That is ridiculous. Whoop. Put that up. That was back. That would be a painful shot to live with right there. I'll tell you that. That would be a painful shot to live with. That's like liver and stomach. I am a little tired, I will say that. I'm gonna take the glove off and kind of relax, get into it here a little bit. But you guys gotta talk to me, so that way I slow down and I'm talking in between shots, I'm not rushing anything, and then I can really just kind of focus in on where I'm shooting. And I gotta drop that down a little bit. All right. So this exact shot, I'm going to be open about this. This exact shot, you know what, I wouldn't say this shot. Normally when they're closer, when they're at about 10 yards, which for you guys, let me look, is going to be like, down there is like 10-ish yards. It doesn't look like there, right? That's about 10-ish yards. And I have missed 4 deer in the last year. So I took 5 this year with the recurve and the longbow. And most of the shots I missed were straight down. This shot right here, the 15-yard, 20-yard shot, it's you know, it's dead nuts. It's perfect. Once you get into those straight down shots where I would normally really excel with a vertical bow, a compound bow, I just can't do it. Why don't I hunt with dynamite? I don't know. Why don't you hunt with dynamite, you silly goose? Come out here being a silly goose and whatnot. All right, bow's kind of in the way. We're going to shoot another one now. The bow's going to come off. And I want to keep these leaves on here. Like, it doesn't look like it's as in the way as it actually is, because you guys are a little lower than where I'm aiming. You can see I'm aiming up here. So these leaves are kind of in the way. But there were a couple shots last year where I didn't end up taking a shot because I had something in the way, and I was like, I didn't feel comfortable doing it. So now I'm practicing it, and this is how we get better. Normally I'd have this rope like up in my pouch too, but like I'm a little kangaroo, I keep the rope up there. That's perfect. That didn't light up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that was a pretty decent hard shot right there. Let's do this. Let's get this out of your way. This way you guys know I'm actually up here too. I'm not just faking it. Oh, we got a long message. Hang on. I don't know who sent it, but I will answer it. Just give me a second. I got 55 feet of rope to untangle. We'll do this. Probably just set it right in the tree there. Hopefully it's not in your way as much anymore. And it's still gonna be in your way. That's fine. What do we got? Watching in the UK. Jimmy, I'm sorry to hear that, but if you ever want to come hunting with us, just let me know, dude. We got some Germany people on, dude. That's awesome. I'm Mr. Worldwide. Let's get it. Hang on. You know what? Hold up. You know what they do have in Germany, though? I'm not going to say it's ice cold because I don't think you guys serve them ice cold over there, but they got beer. I don't know if you guys would even consider this beer, but I'm going to drink one in honor of you. Thank you. Nothing better than a great lager. Oh, it's not a lager. A fine Pilsner, I think, is the actual slogan. Oh, boy. You guys crack me up, though. I'll give you that. All right. Nothing like some tree bark on the knees. All right. Ooh, that deer is sitting on this ground right now. He's going, arr, arr. That was a spine shot, guys. I'm sorry. But you know what? This is why we practice, especially when we're 5 beers deep. What state am I from? I am from Pennsylvania, the great state of Pennsylvania. The finest of Pilsners. Exactly, Zach. Exactly. Exactly. Please don't leave the chat because I said that. What's up? What's up? Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for stopping in. We got people all over the world tuning in tonight. I love to see it. I just want to let you guys know this is the best live that we have had in a long time. Thank you for tuning in. If you can double tap the screen, smash that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. You just say cider is better? No, get out of here. That's perfect. That was a double lunger. Perfect. All right, I got to slow down a little bit. That was like 4 shots. Oh, I got to stretch the muscles out just a little bit. I got to slide the saddle down just a little bit, get comfy. Check it out. We got the lazy boy out tonight, guys. Woo, and we're moving. Mr. Worldwide is going worldwide. Do a dance for a like. What kind of dance? Hang on. I've got a PUBG dance. Anybody fans of PUBG? Here, hang on. Everybody hold up. I got this. 20 feet in the air nonetheless. Ready? That's all I got. That's all I got, guys. You better smash the like button, though. Like, I had to embarrass myself in front of 200 people, so you better smash that like button. We got another sub. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Jimmy, I like you already, man. You better keep coming back, because I like talking with you. I can't get over what a gorgeous night this is. Unbelievable. It's been raining for 3 days straight, and then we just get an absolute banger of a night. Let me get you guys set up here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot here. I gotta stretch it out a little bit, you know. I can't just keep ripping off shots. I gotta take my time. And you know what? I will order more lighted knocks tomorrow. That way you guys can actually see where I'm shooting a little better. So it sounds weird, right? Like you might hear me exhale like that, but like when I'm in the tree and deer start coming in to 20-ish yards, you know, I compose myself mentally for the shot. I'm like, and then it's like it's all business from there. You know what I mean? And I've been very fortunate. I didn't have any really bad shots this year. All of my shots were the deer was dead within 5 to 10 minutes. I had some very, very good shots, and I think a lot of it comes from that mental composition. You know. So let's compose ourselves. It's getting dark. This is when you want to shoot, guys. That last 10 minutes before dark. This is the perfect time to shoot. It's real life. I'm up in a tree. Let's take our time and let's just work through it. Boom. Yeah, that's going to be a hard shot or a double lunger. Either way, that's a very, very dead deer. Rando, I did actually know that, believe it or not. Because it gets posted a lot in the traditional archery forums. For anybody else in the chat who doesn't know what he's talking about, so English archers and the English warbows were 100 to 120 pounds normally, and so they were pulling so much weight that their bones would actually mutate to compensate for all that weight. The deformation. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's awesome. I don't know if it's awesome. Maybe that's not the right word for it because, you know, they were busy shooting people, but I don't know. I think it's awesome. If you like bows, I think it's awesome. Whatever. There we go. That's a slam dunk. And so what I've done, guys, is I've built my arrows. This is going to be a bad representation. I've built my arrows because I'm a gap shooter. And so for anybody who doesn't do traditional archery and doesn't know what that means, it means I aim using the tip of the arrow. Okay. And basically I built my arrows that way. I aim for the pocket. I aim right for where the front leg meets the belly. I aim right there every time. Because if I'm tip on, I'm hitting the heart. And if I'm anything above that, I'm hitting the lungs. Okay. And it's such a perfect setup. I mean, out of the last 20 shots, I've had one bad shot, and it still would have been a kill shot on a deer. You know, and being able to analyze your shots is super important. But yeah, I mean, it's just if you want to get into traditional archery and you have questions, you're hesitant about doing it, drop them in the chat here. Me and Tony have killed plenty of deer, and we will do our best to guide you. If you want to do it for next season, you're not too late, but you should probably start thinking about that right about now. And this bow right here is an $80 bow. I've got a couple tallies on it because I've killed 4 deer with this cheap $80 bow. It's fantastic. Jimmy, it's funny that you say that because when I was younger in my teenage years and I was single, you could tell I was single back then for the same reason. I'm sorry, that was a joke, guys. Do I hunt turkeys? No, I don't. I don't hunt turkeys at all. I should, but I haven't tried it. All right, last arrow. Ooh. So I plucked the string on that. I don't know if you guys saw that. I came back to my face, and then I didn't pull through it. I kind of just, I don't know. Look, it's part of traditional archery. It's a journey. It happens, and whatever, you know. I think next year, don't judge me too hard. I think next year I might hunt with a crossbow. Killed your first, I don't, what? You killed your first Osceola? I don't know what that means, brother. Zach, I appreciate that because sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm too drunk to be talking. And then I'm like, you hype me up. You're the ultimate hype man. And I'm just like, all right, let's go. I don't know what an Osceola is. Os- oh, it's a Florida turkey. I was just informed. Congratulations. That is an awesome accomplishment. Most people never take a turkey with a bow. So if you've done that, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Zach out here being the ultimate hype man. You're only 10? You're only 10 and you killed a turkey with a compound. You are on X. If you're referring to what is X? What do you the little bird thing? Oh heck. What is X? What do you Twitter? Thank you. I've just been informed. Twitter. No, I'm not on Twitter. You have a brand new crossbow you got to get rid of. What kind? Rando, I'm not actually familiar with the breed differences between America and Europe, so I can't answer that. Maybe somebody else in the chat can. Am I using a compound or a recurve? Brother, I only use a recurve anymore. I don't know what it is. I picked it up 2 years ago, and ever since then, all I've wanted to do was kill a deer with a recurve. So last season I took it out and I unfortunately shot a deer I did not recover, and then I put it down for the rest of the year. That was 2 seasons ago. And then this past season, I brought it out and I killed 5 deer with it. I did a total 180. I learned a lot about tuning arrows. I grew a lot as a hunter. It was a wild season, and I have all the videos up. If you guys want to check them out, I think there's 5 videos up of me killing deer. If not, there's at least 3 to 4. I think I got all of them on camera. You say Fred Bear? I wish. Hold fire, guys. I'm being summoned. All right. I got them. You know, I think of myself as more of like a Howard Hill, you know, because I love longbows. My problem is all the longbows I own are way too heavy to be practical, in my opinion. He was a big proponent of hunting with a super heavy bow, and he used to hunt with 100-pound longbows. But I don't get down with that. I like hunting with as little weight as possible because I think it leads to a better shot for me. And so I also have a really long draw weight, guys. I'm sorry, draw length. I draw 32 inches. So for me to hunt with a 100-pound bow, well, then I'm adding 2.5 pounds roughly for every inch I overdraw. Like it's a lot. I'm just not about it. Where's the deer at? You guys see the deer? There she is. All right, let's do it. I'll fire one more arrow so you guys can at least see where I hit. It's a double-edged sword because you can see, but I don't like that. I like standing up when I shoot, honestly. Call me weird. See, right in the gap there. All right. Ooh. That one's a little high. We might be, we're in the spine right there. That thing is flopping on the ground and it's saying, please put me out of my misery. I messed up and that poor deer is paying for it. So I will say my shoulders are sore. I've shot a lot tonight considering I haven't shot in a couple months. We'll just zoom you guys out at this point. I don't know if you can even see the target at this point. We're just gonna have a conversation. You can look at me. There we go. This is a great scenario for shooting though. I'll tell you what, these last 10 minutes are absolute gold. So if you're not practicing in this scenario, then you're probably wrong. Last 15 to 20 years, only hunt compound. That's awesome. So I will say, guys, like we do not discourage anybody who's hunting on this channel. If they're hunting with a crossbow, compound, recurve, longbow, I don't care. You know, everybody's okay here. I just want to see people get out and hunt and have a good night. So someone's being a silly goose. You wanted a shout out, but all you got was nothingness. Who is that? Icy Prods. No, hang on. Is that Missouri? Is it Missouri? I remember you saying who you were. I just can't remember who exactly it was because you changed your name on me. Where is my target set? My target is, the deer target is about 15 yards, maybe 16 yards. And then I have another target that's about 20 yards out. I wasn't shooting that one much tonight. Let me just zoom you guys out. We're losing light quickly. I'm probably gonna call it a night here real soon. And we'll see what happens. I didn't have like a light on me or anything. Yeah, no, so I always try to practice realistic distances. This is a perfect scenario. I'm hugging a tree, and this is exactly when I would shoot a deer. Right after it comes off the tree, so like right while it's walking, and I'm behind the tree, I'm gonna draw back, and then I'll do like a little like 3/4 half draw, and then right when it comes out, I'm going up, I'm locking in, and I'm releasing. This is a perfect scenario. Derek, I would say I like to as well. I came pretty close last year to shooting a deer with the recurve while stalking a deer. But it's tough, especially with traditional archery equipment, but yeah. Any equipment, it's hard to stalk a deer. They're such aware animals. It's very, very difficult. This thing keeps falling forward. Hang on. Well, so Derek, I will say, I did not stalk a deer. However, I saw deer that were in the middle of this open field. And then the next day I was like, you know what? I'm breaking out the ghillie suit. And I took the ghillie suit out. I sat in this open field that has just like, you know, like waist high CRP. And I had deer come into 15 yards. And I should have shot one. I had the crossbow out that night and I haven't used the crossbow. So I just wasn't comfortable with it. And so I pulled it up and I was like, there was a deer at 30 yards and I'd pre-ranged everything. So I knew exactly where they were. There was a deer at 30 yards. I'm like, it just looks too far. It doesn't look right. So I didn't take the shot. And then I had the deer come in at 20 yards and I pulled the scope up. I'm like, it just doesn't look right. Like, I don't know. Something about it didn't look right. I didn't want to do it, but the belly crawling, man, I don't want to belly crawl though. That's tough. More power to you though, Derek. That's awesome. So anyways, guys, we've been on for about 40 minutes and we're losing light fast. I still have to get out of the tree at some point and get my whole setup out. So Sawyer, what's up? What's up? Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. We haven't been doing a whole lot of stuff. I don't know. We've been busy. Like I was saying earlier, I've had some military schools I've had to go to, so I've been busy doing that. Tony's had some health issues. Like we've just been busy. So I apologize. I really want to start doing the lives more frequently. I miss you guys. I know you guys miss us. So we're working on it. I promise. But yeah, like, and this is Derek, like, it's just like when I pulled the crossbow up and it should have been a slam dunk. A deer at 20 yards with the crossbow is an absolute slam dunk shot. And like when you pull it up and it doesn't feel right, like I'm never taking that shot. It just is what it is. And I got the video up on the channel if you guys haven't seen it. You can see the deer walking right in front of me. Unfortunately, I think I cropped it, so that was right after I actually had a really good shot on it because there was a car driving by on the road about 100 yards away. And so it picked its head up, it's looking at the car, and right there is where I picked the crossbow up, I looked at it, and I'm like, it just doesn't feel right. And I put the crossbow back down, and then at that point, the wind had swirled and she picked me off. But anyways, guys, I've been talking for a while. But I appreciate everybody hopping on. If you like beers and deers, subscribe to the channel, like the video. That's all I got. I don't know. Hop on next time. I appreciate everybody hopping on, and I will catch you all next time, okay? All right. Later, everybody.